All right, all right, all right, all right. What's going on, Heather? Oni? We'll give it a few, let people join on in before we get going. Miss Paula, how you guys doing? How you guys doing? Sarah G. If you guys can hear me pretty good, please press 1. If you guys can, please remember to hit that thumbs up on the way in. If you guys can hear me, press 1. That way I know. All right, all right. Danny Cooper, Miss Mary, thank you guys for all being here. Miss Staffy, we have Rachel. You guys, give me a second. I need to check something real quick. Let me see here. Where is it at? I am looking for a video. Could have sworn I seen it. Here, let me go ahead and share my screen with you guys real quick. Share screen. Let's go over here. Guys, hold on real quick. Okay, so I'm looking for this video on News Nation. News Nation now, they covered the boy's story just to help spread the word a little bit more. I don't know if you guys have seen it yet or what, but where did it go? I could have swore it was on here. And let me where's one hot Nama? Where's she at? Let's see here. Okay, we have hold on. Boom, her comment. I need to speak to you. My son is in hospital fighting for his life at Valley Children's Hospital in Madeira. How can I get in touch with you? Okay, so I'm gonna put my email at the bottom. Or you know what? Here. There's my phone number on the bottom, 661-299-7521. Give me a call after this live stream, because if you call now and you want everything out there, then everybody's going to hear that phone call. So wait until after the live stream and give me a call, 661-299-7521. Or you can email me as well at AV.WATCHMEN@gmail.com. Let me see here. OC Tony, you know what? I've had a lot of people, tell me they wanted to see me get back out there and do stuff like that. So if you guys are into stuff like that and you guys want to see videos like that, go to my new channel. It's AV.WATCHMEN Exposing Corruption. I got locked out of my old account, so if you go over there to that old account, I can't post on that one no more. So AV.WATCHMEN Exposing Corruption. I will be uploading some new videos on there. Okay, guys, so for some reason, here, I'm going to share the link real quick. If anybody wants to join me on the StreamYard, feel free to do so. Let me see here. Okay. So, of course, this is going to be about our boys, Orrin Orson West, classic and sincere. Over 10 months now, they have been missing. All right, so there's my StreamYard link. How do you say her name? Keisha. Keisha. Hey, I want to hear from you, Keisha. So give me a call at 661-299-7521. 661-299-7521, or email me AV.WATCHMEN@gmail.com. So I'm hearing I've had a lot of people contacting me that are having issues with DCFS where their kids are being taken. Seriously, they are just being taken for no reason. I've had people send me their paperwork. I've read over their paperwork, and I'm just like, wow, how the freak did they get away with taking those kids? Google search. Okay. Where is this video at on News Nation now? Because I do not see it. I want to show you guys this video real quick, and then we need to start talking about the boys again, and nobody else is going to do it, guys. Obviously, we know that already. I want to say thank you to News Nation now for even, trying to do anything at all for the boys. And it's up to us. It's up to us to keep the boys' story alive and to keep looking, keep searching, keep passing out flyers and banners. And then, the people that want to do the candlelights and stuff like that, that's cool too. We got to just keep doing it, because no one is going to get the boys' stories out the way we're doing it, guys. Duty Ron's doing it. There's other channels that are doing it. And we just have to keep their story alive. I mean, what else can we do? I mean, I do have a road trip that I'm going to be going on this Friday coming up. And I'm planning to be out there until like Tuesday or Wednesday. I mean, it's going to be I'm not just going to drive 5 hours away and come back the same freaking day. There's no way. I'm going to have to be out there for a while. And there's certain places, certain areas, certain people I need to talk to. And they already know they already know that I'm coming up there. And these people reached out to talk to me. I will be video recording everything, but I will not be putting these people out on the internet until I'm away from that place and I find out that it's valid information that they're given, and they say, okay, I'm good with that. But they already know that I do record everything when I'm out filming. Ray Sean has been putting it down too, guys. I mean, there's a lot of people that love the boys. Jennifer, where's that video, guys? Can anybody let me know where that video is? Because I don't see it. I could have swore they just posted it the other day. I'm going to read through your comments, and you guys let me know. I posted the link. Let me see. Why is it not letting me? On in North and West. Okay, let me check real quick. Wait a minute, let me see something here. Let me see something pop up real quick. That's another comment. Sorry, guys. I'm a slow typer. What the hell? Here we go. News Nation, 5 days ago. All right.
Here we have this.
So you guys, let me know if you are able to hear this video playing in the background. I will blow up the screen for you.
Large pyramidal structure, and the witnesses, they can't believe they're.
And we continue our Missing in America series tomorrow night with the heartbreaking story of Orson and Orrin West. The two brothers, just 3 and 4 years old, went missing.
Okay, can you guys hear? Can you guys hear that video? Yes. Yeah, if you guys can, please hit that thumbs up. That helps with the algorithm, and it lets people know that we're live. You know, a lot of people are always saying, hey, I never get notified. So I don't know. I've heard that hitting the thumbs up will help. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Whatever. But here, let's go ahead and check.
Days before Christmas last year. Their adoptive parents say they were last seen in the yard, but months have gone by and authorities are, for the most part, staying silent. A group of loved ones is determined to keep this story in the spotlight. News Nation's Nancy Liu has a preview of this week's report from California City, California.
Where are Orrin and Orson West? Bakersfield police have been on this case for months and insist it is not cold, but as of this week, the young brothers have been missing for 10 months. The backyard of this home in California City is said to be the last place where the two brothers were seen right before Christmas. Orrin and Orson would now be 5 and 4 years old. Their adoptive parents told police that the boys were playing out back on the afternoon of December 21st, but the brothers were gone when they went out to check on them later. Bakersfield police have taken over the investigation and admit they are keeping the majority of their evidence under wraps. The adoptive parents have since moved and are no longer talking, but others linked to the case have plenty to say.
They might not remember me, but I remember them, and I'll show them. Like, it don't matter how long it takes, how hard it's going to be, I won't give up. I will never give up.
We have repeatedly investigated all plausible events that occurred, and the investigation is not done. We have not recovered the boy.
Tomorrow.
Well, how about this? How come, this is what I want to know. How come for every case that's out there, they always release the phone calls, 911 phone calls and everything else? We can't get shit. We can't get no 911 calls. We can't get nothing. And on top of that, they have the original video footage from Mike, the neighbor. They're the ones that got it first, but they're refusing to release it. I mean, if you guys want to see an even clearer video, why won't they release it? So, I mean, that's strange to me, man. That just, I don't know. It's almost like they don't want anyone's help.
Tomorrow night, we're in California City to look into the case of Orrin and Orson West, two young brothers missing in America.
Join Marnie Hughes, Nancy Liu, and In Pursuit co-host Callahan Walsh as we dive into this case of Orrin and Orson West right here on Missing in America on News Nation Prime. That's tomorrow night.
Do you want to grow your youth?
So what do you guys think about that? Nah, I don't know, man. It's crazy. Appreciate them even trying to help, you know? Let me see. I think there's another one. Is there another one or? Boom. Is it this one? Let's check it out.
Of two little boys in California. It is part of our continuing Missing in America series here on Prime. Orrin and Orson West, brothers, vanished from the backyard of their family home just days before Christmas. That was 10 months ago. And since then, the search for the then 3- and 4-year-old boys has been relentless. News Nation's Nancy Liu is digging into their case and the investigation into their disappearance. And she is joining us live tonight with their story. Nancy.
Marnie, a prayer gathering is underway right now here in Bakersfield because today marks exactly 10 months since Orrin and Orson West were reported missing. But even before, these young boys, these toddlers, they had gone through a lot of change in their lives, much of it in foster care. Their most recent stop was allegedly at a home in California City.
Not a good feeling. It's not nothing that you want to just sit up and think about all the time. You got to make yourself think about something different, you know, positive, something happy, something better.
Biological father Charles Pettis is racked with heartache. In an exclusive interview, Pettis talks publicly for the first time.
Here, hold on, guys. I just seen a comment from Kiki. Kiki says they did show that video from the neighbor. When did they do that, Kiki? Because I don't remember seeing any other video but the one that I got from that neighbor. You guys remember seeing the original video footage? Because she says that they did show that video from the neighbor. Did anybody else in here see this video? Are you saying that the cops showed that video? And there's a lot of people in here that's been following this story from day one. We have never seen no other video but the one that I was able to get from the next door neighbor. And if there is one out there from the cops, try to find it again and put it here. Share it with us. Hey, let me get those blue hearts for the boys real quick. Boom. All right, let's get back to the video. Sorry about that, guys.
About the mysterious disappearance of 4-year-old Oren and his 3-year-old brother Orson.
They might not remember me, but I remember them. And I'll show them. Like, it don't matter how long it take, how hard it's gonna be, I will never give up.
It's been 10 months since the brothers were reported missing from this home in California City. It was around 5 p.m. on December 21st, and Christmas was close. Adoptive father Trezell West says the boys were.
I think you're talking about the video that I got, because they've never released that video. Never. That's the one when he was walking back and forth.
Were outside that afternoon playing with a family dog named Chalk.
She was actually wrapping gifts.
Oh, did you guys just hear that? Did you just hear? I told you guys that damn dog's name is Chalk. You guys just heard that, right? Listen again.
Says the boys were outside that afternoon playing with a family dog named Chalk.
Oh, bingo. You guys just heard that, right? I told you, I've been telling you guys, man, these people are freaking insane. They've been playing with us from the beginning, putting chalk in the backyard and drawing a little flower and chalk and having us go to a park. You guys remember that? When me and a friend of mine was out there at midnight, walking through parks. I think whoever that was that called to have us go out there, like they might have something to do with this. I'm dead serious. How do they know to send us out there and guide us to a certain section where it happens to be chalk, a flower, same colors that was over there in the backyard? Seriously.
She was actually wrapping gifts, so we thought it was a good idea that they go outside and play with chalk on the back patio.
West claims he checked on the boys when he went out to get firewood.
Came in the house, saw them there. I went in the house, I came back out, I didn't see them there. I immediately went back in, asked my wife, did you see the boys? She said no. They should be outside playing with chalk. I didn't see them, so I came back outside and I started searching my backyard. I searched the whole thing.
9 seconds shit.
The boys were gone, and West says he realized he had left the back gate open. The West spoke with local media 2 days after they called police, but they have not commented publicly since.
I don't want you guys thinking we didn't try. We actually looked before we called.
Oh, they tried. Well, we all seen the video, right? They really tried. I didn't see her come out one time. And he barely did anything.
Police were called around 6 p.m. Soon after, the neighborhood and the West home were thoroughly searched. The Wests eventually had their 2 biological and 2 other adoptive children removed from their care. And in March, Bakersfield police took over the investigation due to more resources and family ties on both sides.
It's a puzzle, and there are key pieces that are missing. And we are using every legal means to figure out what happened and get the facts and circumstances behind what occurred.
Police admit to withholding over 90% of the evidence in this case to protect their investigation. And while the Wests aren't speaking with the media, police say they remain in contact with the Wests.
It's one of those situations where you open a door and that door leads to another hallway, which leads to another
Yeah,
hallway,
the
which leads to
rabbit
another
hole.
hallway.
The
So
rabbit hole.
we haven't reached the end of our journey yet.
The boys were born as sincere and
Listen, guys, I'm telling you, it's a rabbit hole. That cop is telling the truth. You know, you open one door, it leads to another door, another door, another door, another door. That's the same thing that we're going through. We're like way down the rabbit's hole, and we're about to go even further down the rabbit's hole 5 hours away. This is crazy.
Classic. Their biological parents lost custody in 2018 due to a suspect leg injury, which relatives insist was not inflicted.
They took my family. They took my life away from me. My kids is my life. That's my family.
Biological cousin Rosanna Wills is among the loved ones convinced the boys were never in Cal City. The Wests had moved into the home in September and reported the boys missing just 3 months later.
There.
Something happened.
The Wests have moved away, but are said to return periodically to check on the home. They have not attended any of the prayer gatherings.
So that I can say that there is someone that is way out of town that I'm going to go meet with. And according to her and her husband, they can prove that those boys were never in Cal City on those dates. We shall see.
Or recent searches.
But we're the only ones out here, including the supporters, who are pushing for the boys. We haven't heard nothing from their side of the family, the adoptive family.
There is a hefty reward in the case, and it's hoped more national awareness will bring the boys home.
So many other kids have coverage, but these 2 boys didn't.
Exactly.
From day one. I don't feel like they're deceased. I feel like.
And why is that, guys? Why do you think that other kids, and seriously, don't hold back, tell the truth. Why do you think other kids are being covered more than our little boys? Shall we go farther down the rabbit's hole?
From day one. I don't feel like they're deceased. I feel like somebody have them, and it might not be in California, but I don't know.
I have children. I have 3, and most people have children. Most people, we don't expect anybody's child to go missing and just disappear.
I wonder how come they didn't come and talk to me. AV.WATCHMEN. I would have given them all kinds of shit. Told them everything else that I know that I haven't put out there on the internet yet.
Jennifer Nobles has generously made sure that billboards and banners featuring the boys are widely disseminated, even though the only available photos are well over a year old.
Even if they're a little bit old, I hope there's some feature, that they see on their face, their nose or their lips or their eyes or anything that just stands out to them that makes them question, like, could that be, one of the boys?
Yeah, and we do need updated photographs. It's true. How old were those pictures? What do the boys look like now? What could they look like now? It's crazy.
Could it be just possibly?
There is a secret witness line just for this case. That number is 661-322-4040. The family and Bakersfield Police
And whose number is that?
implore anyone with
The
information from before or after the boys disappeared to please call. Marnie?
Just
I don't
vanished. Nancy, police aren't saying too much about their investigation all these months later. Can we read anything into what they have revealed and shared so far?
Well, there is a clear indication. The switch from Cal City Police to Bakersfield Police indicates that the heart of the case is here. Cal City is 70 miles away. Did something happen here in Bakersfield before that family moved to Cal City? We were out there yesterday. We talked with a neighbor who said he never saw those boys in Cal City. He also never heard children playing in that backyard. You would hear children squealing or laughing or talking to each other. He said he heard none of that.
So much heartbreak for this family and for the friends who you interviewed. You know, we've covered a lot of missing persons cases, generally adults. When a child goes missing, it is even more heartbreaking and harder, I would imagine, for police to search for little boys like Oren and Orson.
Absolutely harder, because adults, we have a digital trail. We have our cell phones. We have computer searches. We have acquaintances that they can talk.
Yo, I'm starting to really think that there's somebody out there blocking me from talking to people like her, because they got a hold of me and I gave them permission to use whatever videos they needed to use of mine. And I also told her that I had other information, but it seems like somebody is purposely blocking these news outlets from talking with me. You guys never see me on none of those news outlets, none of them. Go back and look at all the old videos, KGET, whatever. I'm never on there. Why is that? Who is out there saying some shit that these people won't speak to me or see the stuff that I got? I really want to know. There's somebody being a bitch out there, straight up. And I don't know who's doing it, but somebody's out there being a little sneaky bitch and not letting these folks look at the stuff that I got. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I don't know who's doing that, but somebody's doing it. I know they are.
Talk to. These are little boys. They didn't have any phones. They may not also have memories of their early lives, and they're physically smaller. So finding them is so tough. Hopefully they are together out there somewhere.
I share in that
hopefully.
hope. They are babies, and they also don't know how to ask for help if something happened to them. Nancy Lou, live in California. Nancy, thank you. This past 4 weeks, we have brought you each and
look at all the people. Listen, if Bakersfield PD would just let people, us, everybody here on YouTube, man, everybody here on YouTube is a damn investigator. Look at how fast people jumped on that Gabby Petito case and started breaking it down quick. They were helping the cops and everything, right? And Bakersfield don't want to accept any help. Why is that? Why is that? Maybe if they just came out and gave us something little here, this is what we do have. We have this. Boom. We'll do the rest. There's certain things that cops can't do, but we could do them. You know, so it's like, come on now. It's coming up to a year mark, and the boys are still out there. The boys are still out there. This is sick. This is sick, guys. Sick. I'm telling you, like, I know it. I know it. If they just give us something, I know we're right there. We're right there. There has to be something that they know. Something. Or give us the call. Give us the 911 call. Or release the actual. I mean, why would it be a problem to release the footage? They have all the footage, even from the days before the boys came up missing. According to Mike, they have all the footage. Why can't they release that footage and just put it out there for that way we could take a look at it? Right? Hey, Tiffany Marie, welcome to the chat. Thank you for being here. If anybody wants to join, feel free to join. I will put the link again. Boom. There is the StreamYard link. If anybody wants to join in, come on in. Come on in. But seriously, guys, like, what can we do? No, I don't want that crap, Miss Sherry. I don't want that crap at all. The boys' mom and everyone, money will never buy peace and joy. It won't buy nothing. But at least it will help, especially if the boys are found. And I don't know what the hell they're going through. They're going to need all types of help. It really does. It pisses me off, guys. We've put a lot of hours and hours into searching, and a lot of you guys have paid for stuff and soil samples, and shit comes up empty, nothing all the time. because the boys were not in Cal City. They were not out there. There's no way they were out there. There's no way. I can't see it, guys. I just can't. I can't see it. But let me see here. We have Miss Gail. I'm going to add Miss Gail to the stream.
Okay, what I feel is though we need to find a global satellite company that will sell us the events and images of December 20th at the Aspen home and the events of the whole day for the fire in the backyard at Wanda's. There's a company called SOAR Global Satellite Systems.
Thank you, Miss
May
Francine.
have some luck contacting them and purchasing the actual events and images. I've been told satellites are so powerful that they can sit right on your house, and if you're smoking a cigarette, that satellite will show you exactly what brand you're smoking. So there would be no way around it for them. And the satellite companies, some of them will hold those images for years and store them in an archive. So it's possible that we could just buy the actual pictures from those addresses and nail them. You know what I mean?
Right. How do we go about doing that?
Contact source. Look under global satellite companies that sell images.
Here, give me 1 second.
We need like a street view type of thing that can bring it to a level to where it's focused right in, and they do that. They have that.
Give me 1 second. El Canton, he brought something over here. He said, I think Jacqueline and Trezell are the ones that know what happened, which is why no one has come forward for the money, right? So somebody out there, give me 1 second. Someone out, it's either that or they do know for sure, but whoever they're dealing with has a lot more money than that 125,000, because people will roll on people for way less than that. They will spill the beans for way less than that. So whoever they're dealing with, whatever they've done, they got a whole lot more money than that 125,000. And let me let you guys know something. We do know that Trezell and Jacqueline have a brand new motorhome. They do have a brand new car, like 2021 type stuff. They do have that stuff. We have eyes on them. We know where they go, what they do, and that's fine. They're listening. We'll find you again as soon as you go into hiding. So they are out there in brand new stuff. So whatever's going on, somebody has some very deep pockets to where 125K ain't nothing to them or for them. Go ahead, Gail. Sorry about that.
Well, I say that we go to these global satellite companies and find one that works directly with the public that will actually give us the images. We might even buy images from days before just to catch what kind of things they were doing before the events led up to what they had done, to even catch them further. And a lot of people are saying that Jacqueline and Trezell, they're child traffickers. Where else would they get all this damn money?
Yeah.
You know, and I'm not gonna lie to everybody, I contacted the New York Mafia. I swear to God I did. I sent proof to the family that I contacted them. And they told me if they were looking for somebody and they wanted to find them, even if they had to go to a global satellite company to do so, and they said that that'd be the fastest way to finding them. And that come right from the New York Mafia.
Well, thank you, Gail.
You're welcome.
we gotta look into that. Appreciate you being on here.
You're welcome.
Thank you for
Bye.
reaching out to them and letting them know too. So appreciate that.
Oh yeah, the mafia knows about Jacqueline and Trezell West too. And they said they don't do child molesters.
No one should agree or like anything like that.
I'm gonna get off of here.
Okay. Alrighty. Have a good night. If anybody else wants to join, now is the time. Pink Flamingo, thank you for that. I will get some coffee. Dark Star, appreciate you as well as Francine Torres, Miss Francine Torres. Okay, I'm trying to read through your comments, guys. I mean, seriously, I mean, think about that. For someone to not come forward for 125,000, right? I mean, that will help someone out there, especially someone that doesn't have nothing. That should help, right? But they don't want to come forward. Somebody does not want to come forward. So either that whoever knows is that scared, or the people that are involved have already been paid off to where they're able to buy really really expensive stuff. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. Satellite. I don't think I don't know if that van of theirs has GPS. I did see your comment. Who was that wrote that earlier about a GPS? Let me see. Who's being rude? Jennifer. If Jennifer's calling somebody rude in here, then somebody must be being rude. So the rude person, just get them off. Thank you for those blue hearts for the boys. So we got to keep on spreading the word, guys. We can't let this case go cold. Just because you guys don't see me post doesn't mean I'm not out looking. We don't stop looking, guys. We don't stop making phone calls and trying to get a hold of people. We just got to fly a little bit different. Can't put everything out here anymore on YouTube. But once this is over, then I will be uploading a bunch of videos. Let me see here. Spread the word. Yep. Coming up on that year mark. Anybody wants to join, go ahead and feel free. Tiffany, Marie, and Molly, I think we're going to be doing a live stream pretty soon. Danny, if you want to join, feel free. If you want to add to anything, come on in. Did we finish this yet?
And every story, these important stories, Daniel Robinson, Lauren Cho, Kira Coles, Najib Monsif, Alicia Navarro, and now these little West boys. Every missing person matters. And if you have a family member, a loved one who is missing, or you know of a case you think we should be looking into, you can suggest a case on.
Yeah, there's thousands of cases. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys seen, I've been visiting these DCFS buildings. And as soon as I asked them a question about how many missing children came up missing from this facility alone, and what can we do to spread the word? Did you guys see that video yet? Here, I'm not sure if you guys seen that. So let me go to my channel real quick and let's take a look at it real fast and just listen to this lady. I'll fast forward it to the part when we walk inside. The Walking Dead, my favorite show. Okay, hold on, guys. Let's rewind it to here. Okay, so this is a couple days ago, and I'm just gonna play it real quick in case everybody hasn't gotten a chance to see it yet. Every DCFS building I go into, they will agree to talk, right? But then as soon as I ask them questions about missing children, they don't have the answers. They don't want to talk anymore. It is bullshit. Just me. Okay, here we go. Hello. Who do I talk to? Either one? Oh, okay. I have a question. As far as it goes with children that come up missing from the system, is there any way that we can help spread the word on those? So I decided to take a different approach and just ask them, is there any way that we could spread the word? I'm hoping that they could give us some type of list, maybe a list of names or something. And yeah, you'll see right now what happens. Lisa, lovely, thank you for doing that. I do appreciate that. Are the crooked couple still in the same house? Crooked couple? What crooked couple are you talking about? Crooked couple. Franco Mendoza, what's up, my brother? Okay, so check it out. Here we go. Did you guys get a chance to see this video yet? If you guys seen this video, let me know real quick. Just put a 1. And if you haven't, just put a 2. That way I can see who's all seen it yet. Canton, thank you, bro. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. Well, I don't know. Not trying to offend. Not sure by that name. Male, female, sis, bro. Let me see. Okay, so let's go ahead and hit play real quick. You see, a lot of people are not getting notified when I upload. I'm starting to think YouTube is doing that on purpose. I don't know. Here we go. Those kids that are actually vanishing out of the care. And since I'm starting from here, if you guys want to, the ones who didn't get a chance to see it yet, just go back to my page after the live or whenever you want and check it out from the beginning. That way you see what led up to this. Of DCFS. Like either they could have been fostered out. I know some of them could have been runaways, but I'm being told that there's over 400 children that has literally vanished out of the care from here, the Los Angeles. 410 children, from what I'm being told from. I'm not going to put the person out there yet, but it's somebody who's very close to this facility. Let me add Danny to the stream. Hey, Danny, what's up?
Hi, Steve. How are you?
Good. I'm just going to play this out real quick, okay?
Perfect.
Facility. Huh? Oh, okay. Is there anybody I could talk to about that?
I can help you. What do you need?
Hi. You social worker or?
No.
Oh.
I supervise the section.
Oh, you're supervisor? Okay. I have a question for you.
Okay.
Out of all the kids that come up missing while in the care of DCFS, is there anything that we can do to help spread the word more about those children?
Okay, probably couldn't help you in that.
Look at that. You just see that, right? Let me rewind it real quick. It's like she's not even paying attention. The kids that come up missing while in the care of DCFS, is there anything that we can do to help spread the word more about those children?
Okay, probably couldn't help you in that.
Oh, okay.
I probably don't. Can you put a mask on too? That's still.
Oh, no, thank you. No, thank you. Hey, thank you, Rose. Appreciate that. Rose says, key to success in this type situation is to stick together and never give up. Wait, and never give you. It's to stick together and never give you. What am I missing? Okay, here, hold on. Okay, you guys, here's the supervisor. This is I meant never give up. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yep, thank you for that, Miss Rose. Okay, so here is this lady. She says that she can help. And then I bring up, the missing kids and everything. Then all of a sudden, she can't help anymore. I don't know why it's doing that. Why people are not being notified. But she's more worried about a face mask than to be worried about the children. Here we go.
Okay, probably couldn't help you in that.
Oh, okay.
I probably don't. Can you put a mask on too? That's still
Oh,
required
no,
in our
thank you.
office.
No, thank you.
Okay, then we have to tell you.
That's a policy. That's not
I
a law.
understand.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Sorry.
I appreciate it though. Can you tell me exactly how many kids came up missing from your guys' care?
I have no idea. I have no record. I'm not, like, I'm not a social worker.
What does she say right now? See, that's not a
I
law.
understand.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Sorry.
I appreciate it though. Can you tell me exactly how many kids came up missing from your guys' care?
I have no idea. I have
She has no idea. There is no record.
no record. I'm not, like, I'm not a social.
How many kids came up missing from your guys' care?
I have no idea. I have no record. I'm not, like, I'm not.
There's no record. She didn't deny it. She did not deny it and say, no, there's no kids that came up missing from her. She did not deny it. She says, I have no idea. There is no record.
That's absolutely crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, Diane, thank you for joining the stream.
Yeah, I've been on here before. No,
Okay, awesome.
all this is just crooked. All of it.
Right.
It's all crooked. Jacqueline and her hubby, they're guilty too.
Right. I've heard of district attorneys filing charges on people without bodies.
Real.
And, yeah, I've heard of that happening before. I'm surprised they haven't arrested them yet. But Danny joined in first. Danny, did you want to add to anything?
Oh, I just wanted to point out that when she first came out, she was too busy giving the security guard the evil eye to pay attention to what you were even saying.
Yeah, I think she was.
I noticed that too.
Yeah, she was eyeballing a friend of mine. SGV was there, and she didn't like the fact that we were in there without a face mask on. So, but I mean,
because that's such a big deal compared to missing children, right?
Yeah, you just heard what she said. She didn't deny it. Here, let's go back one more time. Tell me exactly how many kids came up missing from your guys' care?
I have no idea. I have no record. I'm not.
There's no record.
We do clerical stuff here.
That's crazy. There's no
You
record.
would think they would keep a record of that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, they don't even have like a billboard up or nothing of kids that are, gone. Nothing. And I tell you this much, every place that we've gone to, they all say the same thing. There's no record.
Exactly.
Or they'll try to have their security remove us, out of the building.
That's why there's so many kids that are lost in the system, because they're not keeping a record, because it makes them look bad. And that's
exactly.
all there is to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's crazy. Did you want to add to anything, Diane, or sorry about that.
Well, like I said, all this is all crooked. There's so many things that don't add up. Okay, I'll give you one example. What parent in the right mind don't go out searching for their kid, and on top of that, go to the visual for your kid? Yeah, right. They're guilty. They don't want to go. They don't care.
Right. That's true.
And it don't make it right. When everybody else is going out and looking for their kids when they go missing, but you can't do that? No, that's just wrong.
That is wrong. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It is 100% wrong. Danny, you want to add to anything or?
Yeah, on Thursday, we were at the candlelight prayer, literally catty corner to the West grandparents' house, Wanda and Philip. And they came outside momentarily to turn the cameras to where it would face our way so they could see what we were doing. But even the newscasters tried to make contact with them, and they didn't answer for them or anything. Like, they wanted absolutely nothing to do with the prayer at all, or even talking to the news, making a statement, nothing. So what does that tell you?
Well, who are you talking about?
I'm talking about Wanda and Philip West and Josiah. They we did the prayer on Thursday on the 21st in Bakersfield, and I was there. And I guess like right before I had gotten there, Josiah came outside and turned the camera to where it would face us while we were doing the prayer. But the newscasters that had been there tried to make contact and knock on the door or whatever, and nobody answered for them. They wouldn't make a statement to them.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's just wrong too.
Franco, you're absolutely right. Thank you Thank you for that as well. Franco says that I remember when they used to print missing children's info on milk cartons. I remember that too.
I
And
do
now they
too.
don't even know how many kids go missing. Yeah, that's crazy. And so okay, so listen, I don't know if you guys also seen that other video I put up just the other day. There's a girl here in Palmdale that went and took her kid. So this one right here.
Yeah, I didn't get notified for that.
Okay. So this is part 1, this is part 2. This girl here was done dirty by DCFS. They did her dirty. They didn't give her they didn't give her a chance in court. She didn't get a fair trial, nothing, and all 3 of her kids were removed over allegations. Give her a chance in court. She didn't get a fair. I had to Miss Missy, I had to mute your mic because you can hear echo in the background. So if you can you turn down your TV, please? Mute your mic, please.
Well, I appreciate everything you've done to help those boys.
Well, we're trying.
I know.
We are trying. So let me see. Hey, Miss Missy.
Hey.
Hey, how are you?
All right.
Did you want to add to anything?
Yeah, I do. I asked you 4 months ago. You were supposed to send me flyers, and you said you did. And then I messaged you again, and you said they got lost in the mail. So what's going on?
Freedom. You still have her address? Because we have a lot of stuff that came back to us.
Well, you muted me in the chat for some reason when I was confronting you.
Did you do what? Say it again.
You muted me in the chat when I.
Yeah, we had to mute you because there was background feed. There was a lot of feed in the background.
There's no chat.
You're on video. You're on a video chat right now, so you can hear like an echo in the background.
Steve, she's talking about it in the live chat, and the reason is because it kept being answered, and Love My Freedom was trying to get the information, and it was being ignored.
Oh, so okay, a moderator.
30 miles from Cal City, and I asked you for flyers, and you said I sent them. I didn't get them after a month, so I emailed you again.
Well, I could drive them to you if you want, or I could take we could copy it and send it to you. Then you can make copies if you want. Nobody's like purposely ignoring you. You didn't pay no fucking money. Look, don't come on my live feed acting like a little snotty bitch. Seriously, I don't have time for that. You understand? I don't have time for that. Goodbye. I don't have time for people like that at all. Ban your ass. Goodbye.
Steve, can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
What you said was right. You were trying to help, and then she started to get rude.
Yeah, she's getting rude. I don't have time for that. None of us have time for that crap.
No, we don't.
No, nobody has time for that. She's 30 miles away and got no problem with driving her damn flyer. So, anyways, back to business. So, do you want to add anything, Diane?
Well, the only thing I can say is I hope those boys get found soon. This has been too long.
I know it has.
And I feel so bad. They haven't even been found. I'm a mom and I have kids, you know? I'm like, I wouldn't want my kids going missing.
Yeah.
Nobody wants anyone's kids missing. No.
Not only that, but can you imagine what it's like to be a mother and the court told you that you are not fit to be the parent to your child or your children. And then this happens to them in what's supposed to be the care of somebody competent, supposedly, compared to you, who they determined to not be. I'm sorry, but no, Ryan was just a fine mother for them. She obviously loved them. They were happy with her. You could see it in the pictures. You could see it in their eyes.
Yeah, probably. I'm sure she was.
They did Miss Ryan Dean extremely dirty.
And they determined that the initial injury was an accident. But in the meantime, she already had a court case. So guess what? They don't just give your kid back when they determine that they made a mistake. You still have to follow through with everything that they say. And if you have social workers that don't like you, they could put all these rules and regulations on you that you'll never be able to complete, like they did to her. And then, oh, your kids get adopted out now. And then look what happens to them, because it's all a money-making scam. That's all they care about.
Yeah, I don't.
right.
I honestly, I agree with you. I don't think any of it's right.
It's not.
No.
It's not. So this is the outcome when DCFS, they keep on snatching kids away right out of their parents' arms over allegations. Miss Ryan Dean got done dirty. And here we have a video here. This happened the other day in Palmdale. I'll just play some of it, guys. Some of you guys have already seen it. If you haven't seen it, this is part 2. A mother takes a stand against DCFS. You know what she did?
No, what'd she do?
Danny, you're here. Danny, you heard about this, right?
Yeah, I cried every time that I watch these videos you're uploading about this right now. I haven't seen the outcome, and I don't know exactly what happened at the end of it because I haven't had the time to look into it. But I feel her pain.
Okay,
Definitely.
okay. An allegation. A next door neighbor, from what I'm understanding, did not like her and decided to use DCFS as some type of retaliation, a payback. And so they started calling and making these fake, just lying on this person.
That's not right.
And so here's what happens. Yeah, Consuelo.
That's bullshit.
So
I'm sorry for saying it, but it's the truth. Bullshit.
Yeah, that's her name, Consuelo, guys. So here's what happens. When people don't know their rights, right? And DCFS comes to your door, you feel like, well, I got nothing to hide. I'm not doing nothing wrong. And you open the door and you let them in. And it's like letting the boogeyman in. You just let them in, and now they're in your life. Now they're looking for anything and every little reason to snatch your child from you. And that's what happened to Miss Consuelo. She went to court. They didn't give her a fair trial. Her public defender did her dirty. They all did her dirty, and her kids were taken. Boom, gone. So she decided, you know what? I'm done with this. I'm done with it. I'm going to get my kids. She was able to get one of them, and she took her son. She went back home. She locked herself. Now, this is the thing. You guys know how the court system is, right? So now that she's done this, and she's told the cops, first cop through my door, I'm going to shoot you. I do have a gun. So you already know what they're going to do to her in court. They're going to try to chew her up and spit her out and say she's hearing voices, because the whole time on her live stream, she was saying that God was telling her to do this. They're going to turn that around on her. They're going to use that against her.
Oh, yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But she did something that a lot of people probably think about doing, and they just don't do it. She ended up taking her son. She barricaded herself in the house, but she was still talking to the cops on top of that. Here, let's play a little bit. If you haven't checked it out yet, let's check it out real quick. All right, so they're about to cut her power. So this is part 2. I'm going to just fast forward it up into when she walks out on the balcony to talk to the SWAT member. And we'll go to right here.
But Kane stays with me. No, he stays with me.
Oh, let me rewind it because I went
They can come up.
I went a little too far. Here we go. Okay, so she's speaking to SWAT, and SWAT is telling her that, yes, we can give you a court date on Monday. So this is her terms. She said that I need you guys to get a hold of the judge. I need you to get a hold of the DCFS, whoever, and I want my son to stay with me. I want to be given a fair trial. I was not given a fair trial at all. I want my son to be with me. If you guys could get that in writing, then this will end. But if you can't get that in writing, then it's only going to end another type of way. I mean,
what she didn't, oh, sorry, Steve. What she didn't realize, though, is when he's saying, oh, yeah, they'll squeeze you into court on Monday, they meant court for arraignment for what she's doing right now. Not DCFS court. I've seen that the entire time. And I was like, don't fall for it. Don't fall for it, you know?
Yep, exactly. Here we go. Hey, can you guys, everybody in the chat, can you guys hear this video pretty good? And I do want to say that I apologize for, going off on that lady. It seems like the older I get, I just don't have it no more. I can't deal with stupid shit. I just can't do it.
I understand.
Okay. All right. So here we go. Can you guys hear everybody in the chat? Can you guys hear this video pretty good? Let's see. We got one person that hit 2. Hit 1 if you guys can hear it. Yes. Okay. Here we go. And if you guys haven't seen this video, if you guys want same thing like the other one, just once the live feed's done or whenever you get a chance, just go check it out.
Hold on.
But Kane stays with me. No, he stays with me. They can come up. Just one. Just one can come up and check us both. Check us both. Just one. I will. No. The only way I come halfway down the stairs is with my firearm on my side too. That's the only way I'm coming downstairs is if my firearm is with me. I don't trust you guys. I don't.
You guys just heard that, right? You heard that, Dad?
Yes.
So now they know that she has a firearm. So now it just turned different. That's different now. Now they're like, oh, she has a gun. She's saying that, she'll let one person come upstairs to check her son, but they're not about to do that. They're not about to do that.
Is our Second Amendment right not to protect ourselves against tyrannical government?
That is what the Second Amendment is for. But, this is good old California where they've taken away that Second Amendment. You got to go and get a firearm license and all this other crap. That's why I want to move. I want to go to Texas, somewhere where you still have your Constitution, because out here, this place is crazy.
Trust you. So if you guys do want to come up and check him, then one of the paramedics can come up. I will let him in, but that's it. And but only if he stays. I need to have a paper that says he stays with me. Like the baby stays with Consuelo until she gets her fair trial. I
can say this, guys. The whole time she was live, and when I was out there filming, whenever she walked out on the patio, I didn't see her with the firearm. She might have just been maybe bluffing. I don't know. I was going to
say maybe bullshitting to play her upper hand.
Right.
Yeah.
That's possible. I mean, I do know this. From what I'm finding out, everyone that I've talked to, they say she's a decent mother and that she was done dirty. So we got to keep her, if you pray, you guys keep her in prayer and, wishful thoughts or whatever it is you do. We just got to try to, be there for her and her kids. But I can't see it really happening no more, not in court after this night.
Oh,
you guys already know how to do
sucks.
it.
Steve, the system sucks. I've had friends that this has happened to, and they did nothing wrong and still lost their kid.
Yeah, there's a lot of people like that. And the more I do this, the more people are contacting me and showing me their paperwork. Like, look, this is what happened. And I'm reading it and I'm just like, how did they even take your kids from you?
It happened to me 10 years ago, and my son is 13 now, and he can tell you as, a competent teenager who knows what he's talking about, that I've never touched him. I've never hurt him. I've never allowed him to be in danger whatsoever. And it was all a fight between me and his dad that had absolutely nothing to do with him, but they don't care. They don't care that what kind of situation that you're in, you know?
They don't.
Sweetie, I'm so
They
sorry
see an
that happened to
opportunity.
you.
Well, I just did my classes and did whatever they wanted me to do, and luckily I was able to get out of it as fast as possible, but I still got, you know, dicked around the whole time and had a social worker that didn't like me and tried to mess with me and keep me from being able to get my rights back, you know?
Well, just let's say that I had a friend, even though they had a learning disability, the social worker did not like that friend of mine and told her flat out, you should have aborted that child in the first place.
Oh my God.
That's crazy.
Wow.
And, yeah, and I won't say the person's name, but yeah.
Hey,
So,
Libra Storm, not trying to cut you out, but if you know anything and you want to talk on this case, feel free to join. Danny, did you want to share was there any more that you want to share with what happened with you, or?
No, I'm good.
This is crazy. I mean, look at Miss Ryan Dean. Didn't she do all her classes too?
Yeah, and then sorry, I was taking a bite of some food, but at the very end of her case, when she should have been getting the kids back, like she had a room set up for them, she had everything prepared, and then last minute they wanted to throw on her that she needed to do drug rehab for marijuana. And at the time, it was when everything was becoming legal and nowhere would accept her for rehab for marijuana because it was legal now. So she was not able to complete that task. She was railroaded by the system into doing something that was not within her capacity to do because nobody would accept her who provided those services. And that's how they adopted the kids out.
Well, see, the friend of mine that it happened to wasn't doing drugs at all or drinking alcohol on top of that.
Wow.
And had her daughter taken away. And the girl's mother, who was an alcoholic and everything else, messed with her daughter's life on top of that. And gave guardianship to the girl's mother. And went buddy with the social worker.
Jeez. Yeah, that's crazy. Hey, let's check out a little bit more of this video, guys.
Only if he stays. I need to have a paper that says he stays with me. Like the baby stays with Consuelo until she gets her fair trial. I wish all three of them can stay with me, but
See, that's all she wants. She wants them to get a paper that says that they can stay with her.
that's it. And but only if he stays. I need to have a paper that says he stays with me. Like the baby stays with Consuelo until she gets her fair trial. I wish all three of them can stay with me, but no, but he stays with me. He stays with me until Monday. Then he stays with me. He stays. He's not leaving. If they want to put an ankle bracelet on me until then, I will. Like, I won't go anywhere. Like, he'll stay here with me. Like, no, now is the time to discuss it. How long have we been here, Ken? Remember I told you you're wasting your time trying to find an end to it when you should be seeing how it started. Once you guys dig deep to how this started, that's how it'll end. If you guys are just trying to end it, it's not going to end. It's going to keep going. You guys should have... Yes. And why are they...
And you know what's even more sick is she's on a live stream on Instagram, right? Mm-hmm. And there's actual people on there wishing the sniper would shoot her. They want her to get shot dead. Yeah, on her live stream. Yeah, you could see the chat right there in the middle. You could go and check the video, and you could literally read through the live stream comments. You're gonna be like, wow. Let me get Keisha in here. Hey, Keisha. Keisha, you're on. Keisha's gone. Infamous is on.
Hey, how are you guys doing?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Good. You remember I sent you that 100-page thing of the yearly assessment? It was for Arizona, but it was where it breaks down the whole system of CPS, where they do they do a yearly assessment of the DCS over here. But like I had to do all that footwork, and I discovered all that stuff online because they don't give you your rights. They're not going to tell you what your rights are. You know what I mean? They don't volunteer that. It's like you walk yourself into a trap, basically. But you're right. Like you don't have to open up the door unless you're doing something criminal. You don't have to let them in your house. You don't have to do any of that stuff. And they did Ryan dirty because they did that to me with my 7-year-old because I did all my classes. I did I did everything. But the turnover rate is so high with DCS and the workers, they can't properly train them. When you first get hired, you go to so many classes and to learn. So they have people out there in the field that don't have a proper training because the turnover rate's so high. They can't get them the appropriate, classes and information and education to be able to make the decisions to remove children. You know what I mean? They're just thrown out there in the field, and basically, there's just so much more into it. But the percentage rate, like they're supposed to come to a percentage at the end of the year, like a certain, like at the what do you call it? The I can't remember what it's called, but at the certain point
the
of
end
the
of
year,
the quarter.
yeah, like at a certain end of their year or whatever, they're what's that? I have that on the tip of my tongue. But anyway,
Thank you, Carlock. If you want to join us, feel free to join us. Hey, in fairness, not trying to cut you off, can you just turn down your TV a little bit because we can hear?
Yeah. I'm sorry, I forgot. Sorry.
Yeah, acting like a rookie.
I know. Well, I have my son right here. I know, my bad.
It's
anyway,
all good.
is that better?
Let me get Keisha. Keisha has been waiting to get on as well. Keisha, you're in. Did you want to say anything, Keisha?
I had sent you. I'm trying to talk because I'm still in the hospital, but I sent you a message to your phone right now, and Danny knows a little bit about it. If she could tell you about it.
Oh yeah, so Keisha and her son were in a car accident a couple weeks ago, and her son, he's in a wheelchair right now. He's got casts on his legs and everything. He's not doing too well. He's 3 years old. And yeah, she's struggling financially right now. If we could put her Cash App in the chat in case anybody.
Where's her Cash App at?
I'll put it in there. I believe I have it. Because she's been at the hospital the entire time, like 2 or 3 weeks since the car accident happened, and she's like down to her last like $45 or something. If anybody out there would be able to help and throw her a couple bucks, even anything, $2, $5, anything helps,
Okay. Yeah, I didn't even know she was in the hospital.
Yeah, she's doing okay, but baby boy, he's still recovering.
Oh man, you guys keep her in your prayer, guys. Everybody in the chat. And Danny, if you can, share her Cash App in the chat.
Yeah, I'm about to put it right now.
Hey, Carlock, if you want to join, boom, there's the link. Feel free.
Well, I will say one thing, Steve. CPS, they think people with disabilities shouldn't have kids at all. Nope.
Say it again.
I said CPS does not like people that have disabilities that have children also.
Really?
Yep, because the friend of mine was told that you should have aborted the child. You shouldn't have had it at all.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying. They have people that are like, they don't know what they're doing. They're not properly trained to make these decisions or to speak to, parents, like how they speak to them. They're speaking to them like if they're bringing their personal life to the job sometimes, and they at the end of the day, they get to go home to their family, and they say, oh, well, kids are resilient. I'm going to tell you right now, I told my mom, I had a memory of her getting pulled over by a motorcycle cop, right? And I remember sitting on the back of her Cadillac, and I remember she was getting a ticket, and I remember I turned and I looked at the cop and I said, my mom calls you guys pigs. And she's like, Audrey, you were 3 years old when that happened. How do you remember that? So it's like, if I can have that memory, you can't tell me kids don't get traumatized by all this. You know what I mean? They're resilient.
Well,
but
yeah,
I mean,
but the girl's mother decided to betray her daughter when she knew her daughter was innocent, betrayed her, and went buddy with the CPS worker.
Oh man.
And got guardianship and
Here,
moved around and made sure her daughter never got visitation at all.
Here, hold on, guys. There is Miss Keisha. There is her little boy, guys. Her little boy is.
Look at him. Oh my gosh. He's gotta be in so much. Oh, he has to be hurting, poor baby.
I know. Breaks my heart.
Did you guys share her Cash App yet, or what?
Yes, I did. It's okay, so you see how her name says Keisha, and the first one has a Y in it? That's just one of those is the Cash App. I'll put it in there one more time.
Yeah, put it in one more time, and I'll put it on the screen. Who's trying to join? I can't see on the bottom.
But you see why, Steve, this bothers me so bad, seeing people get railroaded like this?
Yeah. Yeah, I know it sucks. It sucks. I'm trying to see who's trying to join us on the bottom. It's not showing.
Yeah, I had to do all my footwork at the very end of it because they switched my caseworker. The first caseworker that they had given me, she was like a licensed psychologist or psychiatrist, and she was real good, but I guess she saw all the breaks in the system and she quit. And she quit right in the middle of my case, and I was supposed to start to get overnights and you know what I mean, to get an apartment. They weren't even helping me get because they're supposed to help you with housing and all that stuff. Nobody was doing any of that.
Well, yeah, see, they're supposed to reunite the mother with the child. That's their job. But see, they railroaded the friend of mine and decided that she was unfit, even though she didn't even do anything wrong in the first place.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they don't tell you what your rights are. I had to do so much research. When I was at a shelter, I would go in the computer room at night when my kids were asleep in the room, and I would just start Googling. I was just putting in like certain phrases in Google, like just trying to find something, anything to get assistance, you know? And I just started uncovering like these assessments that are 100 pages long, you know, and they don't think that you're going to find them. And I read every single page. And let me tell you, the percentage rate of where they're supposed to be, like helping reunite the mother and father, or, you know, the biological mother, and they're supposed to be at like 90. Go ahead.
Hold on real quick. Hey, John, you want to join us? John Q, come on in. Come on in, John.
But they're supposed to be at like 96%.
You're always welcome, brother.
And if you look at their percentage rate at that time, they're supposed to be, they'll be like 42%. But when they're supposed to go visit the kids once a month, they'll be at their percentage. But everything else is like 22%, 32%, you know, when they're supposed to be at 96%. So like it breaks down the whole everything. I sent it to I sent it to you, AV, but it's too big. But anyway, go ahead.
Okay, let's okay, so quick recap. Consuelo here. Apparently an extra neighbor, to catch up with speed, I seen somebody wrote in the chat, you know, exactly why DCFS removed her kids. For allegations, a neighbor didn't like her, obviously, and they kept calling DCFS, telling them that she was selling drugs and beating her kids. It was all kinds of crap. But okay, let me see. Who is that down here that's trying to come in? It's not showing me on the bottom. Hold on real quick. Keisha.
I'm gonna jump off, AV, so you can get other people up here.
Who said that?
I'll go too.
Okay, Audrey.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Hey, thank you guys for joining.
Bye.
Oh, it's John. That's John. Okay, here we go, John. Boom. Okay, so John, welcome.
Hey, Steve, how you doing?
Good, brother. How are you?
I am good. I'm just coming off of my live table talk edition tonight, and saw you were live, and I said, let me jump over here and see what Steve is talking about, you know?
Sweet. Thank you.
Yeah.
So that's what is going on with Consuelo. Somebody lied on her and said that, you know, she was being abusive, I guess, to her kids, and, you know, drugs were involved, and it kept, you know, this neighbor. I'm hearing it was a neighbor, and I'm also hearing that this certain neighbor leaked her address, and she ended up getting jumped. by, I don't know if it was 3 or 4 different girls. I'm going to confirm, this whole story tomorrow, exactly who jumped her. Because I heard that it, I'll just find out tomorrow, and then I'll put it out there a little bit more.
That's
but
messed up. That
yeah,
is
but
messed up.
it is. Let me, so we're at the part where, she's trying to let them know, she's telling SWAT, what she wants, and they're telling her that, well, we could get you into court on Monday. I don't know if you heard about this one yet, John. This girl ended up taking one of her kids back. She went and took them after they, took her rights away as being a parent and, adopted them out. So she went and got her son back, and she pretty much took him home, and they ended up calling the cops. And I mean, it was a big old thing. They had it down as a hostage situation, though. Local news, like the AV press, wrote an article and said it was a hostage situation. Let's check out just a little bit more of this video real quick.
Now, this is out in your way? This
Yeah,
is
this
out by
is
you?
yeah, this is right here in Palmdale, California.
Refusing to work with me. Like, why? What did I do? You guys should have.
So she's talking to SWAT right now.
Yes. And why are they refusing to work with me? Like, why?
So if you just heard what that SWAT team leader said, he said, well, it took a while for them to get to an agreement, but we could get you into court on Monday.
What did I do? Because they don't want to admit, the system doesn't want to admit that they were wrong. It is that though, Ken, because all they have to do is like, okay, give Consuelo her baby and let's trial her. Let's put her on trial. Give her her children. Let her keep her children. Give her a court date. Give her a trial. If she's proven guilty, take her children. That's all I want, Ken. The issue with court or the issue with our law? The issue with our system.
Exactly.
Right. And I'm not asking them to do anything. And other people's problems are priority. This is. No, I'm not asking anyone. I'm not asking anyone to sacrifice anything.
So they are able to squeeze you in possibly. They're able to squeeze you in on Monday.
No, but he stays with me. He stays with me until I'm proven guilty. They can squeeze me in all they want on Monday. That doesn't give me the answer I need. Why doesn't the district attorney want to talk to me? Obviously they know what's going on, so why don't they? Why don't they? Do you guys know why I've been asking for them to call out the district attorney? I've been asking them to call up their higher ups and they don't. I've asked them, if you guys are saying that everyone's watching, I'm on the news, then that means that the judge is watching, and that means that the district attorney is watching. Why don't they come out here? It doesn't make any sense.
Will you at least bring your son down so we can have paramedics look at him?
No, he's sleeping. You really want me to wake him up and bring him down to the cold? He's sleeping.
So right here, it's buffering on its own. I think somebody was trying to call her. Yeah, somebody, Danny, can you, there you go.
You're really going to use the fair word?
I got it, Danny.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Hello.
Destiny, where's my mom?
What happened?
How's my mom?
Okay, so she's on Instagram Live, and she thought this was her sister here calling her, but it's not.
I don't know your mom, girl.
Oh, what? I thought you were my sister. What you doing answering my call?
Girl, no. You need to do the right thing for your baby. I know you're trying to protect him and everything, but he's sick right now.
Yes, my love, but he's been sick for 5 days. I just got him. Why didn't they take him to the doctor when he first got to see
I know.
They're pinning.
So her son was sick for 5 days, and she's only had him for a half a day, and they're trying to make it seem like she was the reason why he's sick or something like that. But you still with us, John?
Yeah. Does it? Do they state where her son was before she got him?
Yeah. So her kids, from my understanding, her kids went with her mother.
Mm-hmm.
And so she took her youngest son, his name is Kane, from the mother's house.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm. So when the child being sick, what, the child was running a fever or throwing
A
up,
fever.
or
Yeah.
okay,
He had a fever.
okay. So I guess they're pointing the finger of neglect on her part, for some strange reason, without getting all the facts about it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
So we'll just check out a little bit more. If you guys want to, check out part 1, it's on my channel as well.
That on me, like he's sick, but he was sick before I brought him home. Like, they should have gotten his medical attention 2-3 days ago when his cough was really bad, when his nose was running. That's when they should have got him to the doctor. He's probably, by the time he wakes up tomorrow, he's probably gonna be better by tomorrow. Like,
And you, as a mom, knowing that your baby is sick, you would do what's best for him.
I am doing what's
And
best
I
for him.
know DCFS.
Hold on, baby. I'm my mom. Hold on. God bless you, though. Hold on. But the goal, though, what's the goal? The goal is to keep my son here and to get a fair trial. But you said you already guaranteed me court. You didn't guarantee me a fair trial. You guaranteed me that we were going to have court, yes. But you didn't guarantee me that my son's going to stay with me until then. Until then. I need a fair trial.
I'm reading through her comments on her live chat. There are some very nasty people out there. I don't know if you can see those comments, John. There's people like encouraging her to get sniped for somebody. There were a few snipers out there. Matter of fact, I counted 5, but I was told there was 9 of them out there.
Okay. Yeah, I can see some of the comments. The banner.
Oh yeah.
It's blocking the rest of them. But as they come up just above the banner, I'm starting to see some of the comments.
Okay.
That's being posted right there.
Yeah, she has almost 1,000 people on that live on Instagram.
He can come in. He can come in.
Now, does she have her son right now in this video, please?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's sleeping. He's in the living room on the couch. And this actually went on for almost 2 days. She finally came out. And they obviously reached some type of agreement, but it wasn't the agreement. It was the agreement that she wanted, but she was basically lied to. Again, just to get her son out. Yeah.
That's how they play it. That's exactly how they play it. Because once she relieves herself from the position that she's in this video, they're going to come in, separate the child from her once again, and deal with her individually, and take the child. So,
yeah. Thank you guys for helping Miss Keisha. If that's RW, if that's the RW I'm thinking about, I'm sure she's gonna really help you out a lot. And thank you, Heather, as well. You guys, thank you for helping out Keisha. Appreciate that. But yeah, so this went on for a long time. And I mean, they had snipers on a rooftop way across the street. They had some hiding in the bush.
Wow.
They're everywhere out there.
And we're looking at Consuelo Hernandez right now.
Yeah, this is her actual live feed from her Instagram.
But look at how calm and reasonable she is,
I'm not
though. Like,
taking him
she
down.
literally, you could tell she just loves her children and she was done dirty and wants her children. Like,
Right.
that's why my heart breaks for her, because she's not being crazy, or she doesn't seem like she has any kind of schizophrenia or anything like that. Like, she's just simply trying to prove a point that DCFS court did her wrong and she wasn't given the trial that she deserved, which I could tell you for a fact, they try to keep you away from having trials there as much as possible. And so if you refuse to sign the paperwork that they want you to sign, submitting to charges that are not true, which is what I ended up doing just to get it over with, because that's what my public pretender told me was the best idea. If you don't want to do that, then they're going to make life so difficult for you,
Yeah,
because the
you
last
see?
thing they want to do is take you to trial. It costs too much money and takes all day. And they have a full courtroom every single day at that courthouse. They don't have time to do trials for people. That's the problem. So I totally know exactly what she's going through, and I believe her 100%, because, like
I
I
do
said, she
too.
seems completely reasonable. She
Right.
doesn't seem like just some crazy lady who abused her kids and now she's like trying to come out with her gun blazing. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And now you have I mean, you'll be able to tell too, because you have training and all that, right, Danny?
In what?
Like being able to tell like how people speak, or what is it?
Yeah, I'm
Right.
an applied behavior analysis technician. Yeah, definitely.
There it
And
is
yeah,
there.
there's nothing wrong with her. She just simply has reached her wit's end, obviously.
Right.
Yeah, she seems to be very sound, in control of her intentions, what she wants to do, and I guess she's talking to I guess one of the representatives from.
Yeah, she's talking to one of the SWAT team leader.
Wow.
So he's a negotiator, and I mean, I don't think he was doing a good job at all, but some people do. So here we go. Let's get back to it just a little bit more.
How can you? Can I do it for you? Like, can you take me step by step and I'll do it. Whatever it is that you need me to check on him, I'll do it for you. Like, it's a complicated day. It's a complicated day, but I would do it. I'll do it for him. Like, you see, and I'm because you're not going to work well under pressure. Like, you won't. Because I'm not just going to sit there. Like, I don't trust anyone that's just coming up here. So whoever's going to work on my son is going to work it under pressure, by the way. And I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. Like, I'm not going to risk anything. I'm not going to risk anything. So first, like I'm telling you, the first person that comes in here will be under pressure. Like, no, like he can check my son all he wants, but those are like any little reach that he's gonna grab him. No. No, I meant like grabbing him and running out with him.
Look, did you guys hear a threat right now?
I mean, I think I understand. Like, I'm picking up what she was putting down, but
Yeah, but I mean, she didn't say it though.
she just said under pressure. She didn't directly threaten anybody.
Right. Even right here, watch.
Little reach that he's gonna grab him.
She cut herself off.
No. No, I meant like grabbing him and running out with him.
Danny, I'm gonna move your comment real quick. That way people could read what's being said in her chat as well.
Oh yeah, that's fine with me.
Oh, Dirty Ninja, thank you. All right. Hopefully you guys could see her chat that was on her Instagram, what people are saying, because people are literally sitting there saying threat. Let me rewind just a little bit. Here we go.
No. No, I meant like grabbing him and running out with him. do we have to do this when he's sleeping? We have to do this when he's sleeping? Like, he just went to sleep. Like, what time is it?
That would be the best time because he'd be the most relaxed and you could get an accurate reading. He'll stay on this side of the gate. Sort of explain how to put the equipment on. But you have to understand, he needs to read it because it's taken him years to get that training. And you can't explain that kind of training in 2 minutes. It takes a long time. It's taken him years.
No. You reminded me of when the judge threw the book at me. When she threw the book at me and she was just like, you can't learn this. Like, you don't have the ability to learn any of this. When she told me that to my face, that's exactly what you like. How do you know look where I'm at right now? How do you know I can't do that? Like, how But that's exactly what she told me when I asked her, let me defend myself, let me defend my family. She just threw the book at my face, like from where she was standing. Just like she was like, you can't learn any of this. Like, you aren't. She basically said I wasn't smart enough to learn any of this.
Wow.
He's just going to build the equipment. You're going to put it on. Here's what you do. Here's the monitor. Here's the reads. Blood pressure, AC, heart monitor. I'm not even doing that side of the fence. Hand this stuff to you. I can read the monitor. I can push the buttons. You can put it on him. That sounds good. If you want help for your son, we're here to help him. I mean, but that's a fair compromise.
Can't they leave the equipment at the door and I'll just grab it when they come down? Like, leave the equipment at the door and I'll I'm not bringing him down. It's really cold. I'm not bringing him down. Like, that's all it takes for you guys to just swoop in and take them. 5 minutes is all it takes. Like, just I don't trust you, Ken. Like,
Yes, LG, she's in jail. $100,000 bond.
Wow.
Yeah.
if I flip the camera, you guys can't see. Like,
Mi amor,
hey,
hey, you need to stop with the threats, mamas. At this point, you're fucking jeopardizing your own life right now, and I'm not about to see you.
Okay, so I'm not sure who this guy is, but I think she has family and friends that are watching the live stream, so they're joining on her her live stream. And let me see, Jamie, you're absolutely right. You need to document everything, record everything. That's how you win. And that's the reason why they hate cameras. Like, I've gone to jail for that, for filming freaking cops and other people. They get all into their feelings. They hate it. So here,
well, she did the right thing here by recording herself during the time of this conversation, so that this way, whoever she's talking to or whoever is talking to her, is going to be admissible in court once she gets there. Because one thing about law enforcement and law interpretation by a judge, they're night and day. They're two different stories. And the main thing is documentation, documentation, documentation. So by her recording this going on is going to help at least.
You think so?
Yeah, it should. It should, especially the text messaging that's going on, the chat that's going on as well. Who was in contact with her during the time she had contact with one of their officials.
Right.
Well, not even just that, but they can see on the other end, instead of just that they're witnessing like a closed door and just listening to her, they can actually see that she's not harming the child.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Which is good for her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's extremely calm. Let's play a little bit more.
You go down like that. You're smarter than this, Consuelo. You're smarter than this.
No, I know.
Let them
That
check
was
the
the
baby.
plan. That was the
I
plan,
know you
Anthony.
don't. I
The
know,
plan
baby,
was
but I know
the
you don't
plan
want them
was
taking the baby, but you need to think about your baby's health right now. You don't know
but
what
just
temperature his fucking fever is.
Anthony, wait, look. If it goes the way God's plan, my children are not going to stay by themselves. Yes, they won't have their mother, but they will have a memory of her. And not just that, but you guys, are you guys really
No,
going
it
to be,
shouldn't just have to be
I
a
swear, like
memory,
you
though,
guys are going to
mama.
help my children out. Like you guys are going to help my children out. And
And you know
the
we
only thing
will.
I'm going to
And
leave behind,
us
the
that
only thing
love
I
you
will be leaving
deeply,
behind,
and us that love you deeply will look out after your kids, but it does not have to get to that point, mama. You have the choice right now. I know you have God by your side. Let God have your side in the courtroom. Right now, you need to do the smart decision, babe. I know you don't want to hear this,
no,
but mama,
Anthony,
like, this
God
is
did
for your
have my
baby's
side in the
health.
courtroom. He did have my back in the courtroom, and he has my back now. Like Kane is fine, Anthony.
Okay,
Kane is fine.
okay.
He has when
Okay,
his
it's fine,
fever,
but he needs medical attention, mama.
yeah. If
You
his
need to
fever spikes
understand
up
that.
again, if his
Yeah,
fever
because they're gonna
sparks
slap
up
her
again, then
with
yes, but
child
he's fine.
endangerment.
Like
Okay, Corey.
because you guys aren't. You guys are just gonna
You
hold
need
on.
you need to stop with the gun. I don't want nothing happening to you. You need to stop with the threats.
Because
That's not gonna get you anywhere. Just know that, babe. We're here to we support you and we love you. A lot of our your friends are here fighting for you in this fucking chat. We care about you, Consuelo, but we do not want to see you get fucking killed and your kids growing up without their mother. They need you. No matter if they take your kids away, you will still be in their life. The court is gonna allow you for
no,
visits or whatever the
that's what you
fucking
don't
case might
understand.
be.
I will not live. I will not live another day without them, Anthony. Like
Boom. You guys hear that?
Yeah.
You hear what she just said? That's how a lot of parents, man, so many parents have got done dirty by DCFS. Danny got done dirty. Miss Ryan Dean got done super dirty.
Yeah, that indeed. Now here they're looking at this evidence as well as her denying, that's how they're going to twist it, denying her child medical assistance and treatment, being that the child has got a fever right now,
Right.
in this during the time.
Yeah, they're going to use that. Right.
And they're going to pose it as child endangerment. That's going to be one charge. The longer she takes, the more penalties they're going to throw on her. And now you can basically see from the evidence of the bail, $100,000 is saying a lot. It's
Yeah.
saying multiple charges on
a lot. 100,000.
Yeah.
I worry that she will never get her children back now.
That's what I'm trying to say. Once
But
she
at the
gets
same
into that
time,
courtroom,
you
they're
have
going
to take a stand, though. Like somebody has to
You
take a
have to,
stand at some
right.
point, you know?
You know what?
It's
So
unfortunate.
the more people that have her back, maybe if they all know that there's a lot of people watching and following this story, maybe you never know. It might help because we all know that the public defender is not going to help her. They're working to be a DA, so they're trying to. They don't give a damn. It's that simple. And it's like, and then when you hire an attorney, you got to make sure that he's even, good to go and on board. I've had some dirty attorneys represent me that find out that, wow, they know the DA. They play golf with them. They work.
Steve, when I was going through DCFS with my son, I spent so many nights crying myself to sleep, thinking how I would rather die than live another night without my child. And I kept having to just talk myself through it. And I actually started drinking a lot and doing, you know what I mean? Like trying to just take my mind off of it. I would go to the bar every night just so that I didn't have to think about the fact that I didn't have my son with me. And so that it would just get me through one more day. And I wasn't even an alcoholic before that. That's what turned me into an alcoholic for a period of my life, because it was the only thing I could do to not take my own life, being without my child.
Jeez.
Like that's, you know what I'm saying? Like they caused me more problems. That at the same time though, the therapy and the anger management and all that, like I learned a lot from it. And I I went to every class and every therapy session, and I took as much as I could from it, because I thought if I have to go through it, I'm going to get what I can out of it. It's not going to be a waste. And it did teach me how to be a better mother when all was said and done. But in the meantime, when you're going through it, it's so difficult to just continue on every single day. I know exactly how she feels right now. Exactly.
Your emotions and everything is on high alert. You're on hypersensitive to everything concerning, your child.
Especially when you've been the primary, or the only really caretaker for your child their entire life. And all of a sudden these people come in and tell you that you don't know how to be a mother. And it's like, who are you to tell me? Like, you don't know anything. You know what one person is telling you, and that person is lying.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a big major threat against yourself and your family, so to speak. And it takes you on an emotional roller coaster, not knowing very little, not knowing at all what's going to happen.
And then when you cry in front of the social workers, they go, see how mentally unstable you are? That's exactly what I was told.
Crazy.
Exactly what I was told when I started crying, when they told me they were going to take my son from me. I start crying and they go, see how mentally and emotionally unstable you are? And I'm like, wouldn't it be mentally and emotionally unstable for me not to do anything and just sit here and take this? Like, what are you talking about?
They tell you that, huh? Because you're crying.
Yeah, because I don't want my son to get taken from me. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so overall, this is a very bad situation for her, because now she's got a court proceeding that's going to start, and they're going to make it very difficult for her to get her son back, due to the fact that he needed medical attention. And in a sense, they're going to say that she denied her own son that medical attention when he needed it.
That's probably, why they were pushing that scenario so hard. Like, hey, can we, get your son, have him come down here, have him get checked out, blah, blah, blah. They kept saying that over and over. That's like the only thing they kept saying over and over. They're going to use that on her in court.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we'll play a little bit more, guys. And if you guys want to see the whole video, there's part 1 to it as well. Let's go. There we go.
That's not what the plan was. Like, that's not the plan. Like, it's either today all or nothing. Like, I'm not afraid.
Does not have to go
like,
there.
hey, I'm not afraid to go. Like, I'm not afraid, because where am I going? Like, I know where I'm going. Like, that's where I want to go.
You know where you're going, but what about your kids? When they grow up, how are they just supposed to take this kindly? They're not. Your kids are gonna be confused at why.
They will come after
and I hope they do. I hope they do. But you shouldn't have to put them in that in the first place.
The system didn't have to put them in the first place. The system.
I get you. Yes, but we know the system's fucking corrupt and nasty as fucking as it is. Look what fucking happened to Gabriel.
That's little Gabriel right there. I ended up sharing a picture of Gabriel. DCFS out here in Palmdale, Antelope Valley, man, they are some shady people, guys. There's little Noah, there's Anthony and Gabriel. All those cases, right, Danny?
Oh yeah, they put them back with the abusive parents, or didn't take them to begin with, even though those parents were actually abusive.
Yeah, and they had proof.
Too old to adopt out. That's why the children were too old to adopt out. And so it would have just been another child growing up in foster care or a group home. And that does not look good on their statistics. Their statistics look good when you have a mother like me who was clearly going to reunify with my child, or when the kids are young enough that they'll be able to adopt them out. Those are the two statistics that they want to feed into. Anything other than that, when it's actually kids being abused, they don't get taken away like that, because they know that the parents won't do shit to get them back. And that's going to look bad on them.
Yeah.
Now, the child on the right is the same as the left, but you got injuries, both head, facial. Yeah. And how old is this child here?
That's Gabriel. You never heard of Gabriel?
I'm trying to recall.
It's all. So they did a documentary about him on Netflix as well.
Wow.
hold on. Let me see if I can send you this to your. That's little
Yeah, little
Gabriel.
Gabriel was 8 years old.
Yeah, he was 8. Gabriel Fernandez.
His
And
teacher called many times. His teacher called DCFS. The neighbors called DCFS because he was sent to take out the trash wearing a dress and all kinds of different things, different types of torture that they were putting him through. He came to school with his teeth getting knocked out. All kinds of stuff.
They turned cigarettes off on his head, all kinds of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They had proof that he was being beaten and tortured, stuck in cabinets.
He wrote a suicide note and they found it, and they showed the therapist, and the therapist called DCFS. And then when the cops came out with DCFS to investigate it, the cop told him he should stop lying on his mom.
Yeah, that's freaking insane. I'm looking for this little switch. Go ahead, you guys could.
So yeah, so he obviously ended up in the hospital.
He ended up dead.
Yeah, he ended up dead.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, they killed him, and
jeez,
at the hands of his own mother and her boyfriend.
Yeah,
and the boyfriend.
Let me tell you,
we go with the mother and
they
boyfriend.
are catching the shit. That mom and that boyfriend, they are in prison, and they are really getting the hell beat out of them, like all the time. Slit open with tuna lids, whatever weapons they can make in prison. They're feeling it.
Good.
They're feeling
Every
it. So,
chance that somebody gets, I hope they get them.
Yeah, I mean, look at him.
That's incredible. That's sad to see, sad to hear, that these children are, just being abused in a way, and they're losing their lives.
And nobody's doing anything about it. They're busy taking away my kid when he was 3 years old, or taking away this lady's children.
Gabriel
when we love
went
our
to,
kids.
Right. And Gabriel would go to school with pellet marks and BB holes in his body. They would shoot him with BB guns. And
he had BBs in his lungs and his penis.
Lungs.
And his penis.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, they did him dirty, man. And this is right here in Palmdale as well. And DCFS straight felt. They knew for a fact this was happening, and they still gave them. But yet they're yanking kids from parents that don't deserve to have their kids yanked from them.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But here you go. Here, since this kid is being abused and he's too old to be adopted out, he's too messed up. Nobody's going to take him. He has BBs in his penis and his lungs. Here, let's put him back in the house. And he killed him.
Wow.
They straight up killed him.
And he still, the last day he was at school was right before Mother's Day. And then he just quit going to school, probably because he was too abused for them to send him back. And the teacher kept calling DCFS. And the very last day that he was in school, he had written his mom a Mother's Day card that said, "I love you, Mom." And and he was still like the sweetest boy and still loved his mother after all that she was doing to him with her boyfriend.
Yeah, that's true.
That's incredible.
Yeah, we'll put a little bit more.
You're the opposite of that situation, though. You're showing that you fucking care and love your child, and that you just want to be with him. You're not fucking hurting him. All these people talking shit. Let them talk shit. Fuck that. You're not hurting your child. You want to be with your child. You're showing that you care for your child. But at the same time,
on keeping Kane here? No, that's what I'm saying. But why don't you just work on leaving Kane here? Like, because he's what?
let the paramedics see him, baby. Let the paramedics see him. Keep that gun away. Don't pull that fucking gun out. Let the paramedics do his job.
If they come in, that gun is gonna come out, Anthony.
No, why are you gonna pull out a gun on a paramedic? He's a fucking paramedic. He's not a cop. He can't do shit like that.
How do you know? You don't know their intentions. You don't know what they're.
Okay, then you stand by the door.
One paramedic, that's fine.
One paramedic, you stand by. You let him in, and you stand by the door. But don't fucking pull your gun out on him. You have no right to pull out a gun on a paramedic. Let the paramedic do his job. They care for your kid too. They just want to check if the kid's fine. Just let the paramedic do his job, baby. Just let him do his job. Just let him check it. Don't pull your gun out on him. You can stand by the door.
And she has a weapon too. Wow.
So now this is from my actual footage here. So that apartment that you're looking at, that is the balcony, her balcony.
You can stand by the door.
Boom. So here is her balcony here. And this is the door she comes out of to talk. Their SWAT was right down here towards the bottom.
Okay, so these were just paramedics, also surrounded with law enforcement officials, SWAT, police.
Yeah. Now here's the thing. They weren't gonna put no paramedic inside of an apartment with someone who's armed. So they were really gonna just put on a paramedic's jacket and go in there and handle business. They actually cut her power to that apartment as well. So there wasn't going to be no paramedic that went in there.
Can't be right where.
So they didn't allow us to be at that end of the block because that's a deputy who was talking to me there. And he said that you'll be in the line of fire, like crossfire. And that's when I looked towards my right across the street, and there's a sniper on top of a building.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh, we can't be on the public sidewalk?
Up there, but it's because of the potential crossfire. This is up there.
Yeah.
Up there.
They're also treating this like a hostage situation as well. So
as long as we're up there.
Exactly.
That's going to be an additional charge.
Yeah. We're just trying to get a shot real quick up right here.
We're trying to get the good shot.
Yeah.
But it actually frees them because of the crossfire and everything. Not that shot.
Oh, this guy.
All right, guys. So that's going to be it with that one. But there is a part 1, and there is going to be a part 3 as well. It's a very long live stream. She stayed on that live stream for a long time. And then once they killed her power, her Wi-Fi signal at the house, dropped. And so the video started getting a little choppy.
Yeah, because once they do that, they're going to use force to seize everybody in the house, the apartment, and everything. So usually when they cut the power, that means they're going in to seize everything and end it as best as they can, hopefully without killing anybody. But in this case, since they got her and the child, nobody was killed.
Yep. So that's going to probably be the next video I upload where they're actually carrying Kane out and they take him to an ambulance and he's able to talk to or see his biological dad and his grandmother. They allowed them to see him for, I don't know, about 10 minutes. And then he's back with, in the custody of DCFS, stuff like that. But yeah, Consuelo Hernandez is her name. Thank you, Danny, for putting that on there. You guys could, look it up on Google. You'll find a few different stories on there, but they're going to be, like it's a hostage situation. You know what I mean?
Somebody was asking how to put money on her books, and I was just directing them to LASD.org and look her up, and it should have instructions somewhere to put money on the inmates' books if that's what somebody was wanting to do.
Yeah, I know they have a GoFundMe as well. I think they're trying to get some bail money for her. Matter of fact, I think there's enough to actually bail her out already. I have to go check.
Now, family members had set up a GoFundMe for Consuelo?
From what I understand, yeah, because Matt from AV News Crew, he shared it. And, okay, the GoFundMe was closed. Why was it closed for? Huh. I don't know. But if you guys can, fill the chat with some blue hearts for our boys, man. And if you want to say anything else, John Q or Danny, before we close out, because I'm going to be getting off. I have to get up super early.
Yeah, bring our boys home. That's what I have to say. Bring our boys home. Classic and Sincere needs to be home. I know that Charles Pettis was on one of the recent news clips, and it was interesting to see that he's now out and looking for the boys. So
Absolutely.
you
Yeah,
know,
that's
10
good.
months
That's a good
going
thing.
into 11 months, bring our boys home.
Yeah.
Got to get these babies back home, you know,
Yeah.
and definitely not to Jacqueline and Trezell either. They should go right back to Ryan Dean. As soon as they find them, give them back her kids.
What do you guys think about that? You too, Danny. What do you guys think about that? Do you think if the boys are found, they would actually give them back to the bio family?
I don't know if they would, if it's actually a possibility, but I mean, it's sure worth a try at this point.
It's worth a
And I
try.
know that there's also paperwork showing that they did some corrupt things, so perhaps having that on their side might help.
Yeah, I
Okay,
mean,
so
she's
there
been
is
through enough. I mean, Ryan Dean has been through enough. I mean, it's 10 months. You know, anything that, you know, was a requirement for her to fulfill regarding CPS and their involvement in this case, you know, I'm sure that, you know, she's fulfilled that requirement, you know, because she's been waiting to hear back information about, you know, her boys being found, you know.
Right.
So, yeah, they should give her a second chance, you know, to get her boys back and just, you know, keep an eye on them, monitor them just like they do anyway,
right.
rather than to adopt them out again and most likely have the same damn thing happen that happened with Jacqueline and Trezell.
Exactly.
It's
Well,
ridiculous.
they
It's
better start,
really
you know, doing
ridiculous.
something here and, you know, working with these parents and stop taking kids and just adopting them out so quick. Because if not, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot more Consuelos popping up everywhere,
Yeah.
stealing kids back.
And how many children have been missing, like the boys that just never got reported or that haven't gotten any
Oh,
coverage? We
there's
don't know the answer to
thousands.
that either.
Yeah.
There's thousands of kids that are vanishing all the time that don't get no type of coverage at all.
Mm-hmm.
None. So
It makes me wonder what happened exactly that they felt it necessary to even report it, because who would even know? Like, they moved to Cal City and Ryan didn't know where they were until all this happened. So who would
Right.
have even known that they were missing? Like, what compelled them to report them missing to begin with is what I'm curious about.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a
What
very
made
good point.
Trezell and Jacqueline come out with that story?
Make that phone call, right? What prompted them to make that phone call? They must have been put into a position, a time-sensitive position to play that card.
Yeah.
Call the police,
Exactly.
get 911, and let's just say the boys went missing. You know,
Yeah,
whether it
because
was
who knows
CPS.
how long they were even missing before they even called. And none of
Exactly.
us would have ever known. Nobody would have known.
So when you have the Bakersfield Police Department open up a 12-month timeline period for these boys, you know, who's to say whether the boys had been seen by medical officials for, you know, checkups, the dentists for checkups, anything pertaining to services that, you know, these boys were covered under for 1 year. You know, that's a lot of information to a point to where they have to dig something out of that, you know, to zero in and narrow down the last time the boys were seen during a full year. You know, they have to pinpoint those areas and then find out how names connect in those areas, you know. So it's a lot of work, but that's what I just said. Bring the boys home. Bring them home. Bring them home.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Did you want to say anything, Danny? No, you're welcome, John. Thank you.
Well, he was
Before we
speaking
close out.
about Charles being, you know, speaking out on the news, and he was also at the candlelight prayer on Thursday. So he's starting to show his face, which I'm happy about because he needs to know that he has all of us supporting him.
Right. Absolutely. Yep. Sure do. And Jules, I have heard about that. You're right. Matter of fact, Paul has talked to me about that before.
That's a good point.
Yeah. It's true. There's a lot of stuff like that, especially around here.
They could be conducting experiments on them, military experiments, all kinds of things. It's not always just sex trafficking.
Yeah. Well, whatever it is, it's somebody with a lot of money who has more than 125,000. I know that.
Exactly.
They would have came out already. But yeah, I thank you guys for all being here. I'm gonna close out. I have to be up early.
Yes, thank you for having me, Steve.
Drive.
Much love to you and
for
yours.
having us up, Steve.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you guys, and hopefully we can start doing these live feeds again more often. So thank everybody in the chat. Thank you guys for being here. You guys, please keep the boys in your prayers and don't let the story go cold. Share it as many times as you can, guys. Doesn't matter whose platform you're sharing it from. Just spread the word about Orrin Orson, Classic and Sincere.
I have some videos up about them on my channel now, also from the couple events that I've recently gone to. If people want to watch them,
check out Danny.
Yeah, definitely drop her link in the chat room, and I'm gonna get
John,
over there.
I got a video of that firewood for you.
Oh, oh, great,
sweet.
Good.
You guys check out Danny. You guys all know John Q Carlock. She didn't join tonight, but she's in the chat. Thank you, RW, and everybody else that helped out Keisha. You guys keep Keisha's son in prayer as well.
Thank you, Danny.
And appreciate you guys, and thank you guys for all being here, and see you guys soon. It's AV.WATCHMEN. United we stand, and I will catch you guys later on.